Hey guys, so I'm not here today, as you can see, but time waits for no man, and I didn't want to give you busy work until I could get there tomorrow. So we're going to give this a shot. If you still have any lingering questions, feel free to email me. We can set up a Zoom or a Google Meet, whatever. We can talk about it tomorrow. Also, if it's not all that pressing. But I wanted to introduce kind of what we'll be doing this week. So if you go to the Google Classroom, you will see an resource, not an assignment, but a resource that says argumentative essay and readings. And I have printed these. I have three-hole punched them. If you want to take a moment now to pause the video and get your paper copy, I think that'd be cool. I mean, I don't, I don't know how long to give you after you pause it, but that's details. When you get your paper copy, go ahead and take a look. I want to run through this first, and I need you all to not freak out on me when you see the word essay. It will be okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've waited for. We are embarking on our first argumentative essay, and I want you to take a position and defend that position on the following question. It is in bold. Should social media platforms take responsibility for fake news and misinformation that circulates on their sites or apps? Or is it each individual's responsibility to evaluate the media that they are consuming? In addition, one of those paragraphs should address why misinformation is a problem, though how you address that is up to you. This is kind of an either or thing, all right? There's always going to be a handful of kids that want to straddle the fence and not take a position. Your essays will be better if you just go ahead and pick one. We're going to write a rough draft. We're going to write a final paper. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? You don't want to turn in the same paper for your rough draft and your final paper. It's not going to go well for you, especially because this is a 100-point special projects assignment. Now, we'll go over this more tomorrow and Wednesday as we are looking at a couple of more readings that you can incorporate, but your essay needs to include a thesis statement. If you don't have an idea of what a thesis is, think back to our lecture from like last Tuesday, or Google it. Google's great. And you'll have to also use evidence from your readings. So this paper is three-hole punched, and what does three-hole punched mean? That's right, goes in your binder. In addition, on that same resource in the classroom, there are two readings. We're going to read one today. We're going to read one together tomorrow, and that is this one, In the Age of Social Media, Expand the First Amendment. That one's one we're going to go through together, and if you open it, you might get like little bug-eyed. It's okay. This is the one that's more accessible. So there's also a hard copy of this. It's on the podium. It might be underneath the other one, but they're all three on the podium. And I would like you to read this with an eye towards, evidence. Okay, so get out your pencils, get out your highlighters, get out whatever, okay, as you're reading it, and highlight some evidence. Now, before you do that, I want you to get out a sheet of paper, and I want you to get out a pencil. And we're going to kind of take some time to write down our thoughts on this question. Because we've been looking at the First Amendment, right? We've been looking at misinformation. We've been looking at a whole bunch of different threads that are connected, right? But first and foremost, your question in your mind should be, is it the platform's responsibility to deal with misinformation, or is it the individual's? Now, I want you to take your pencil and your pen, paper, that you've gotten out, and I just want you to do some stream of consciousness writing, okay? I'm also going to write for 4 minutes, get my thoughts down. I want you to be writing for that 4 minutes. And you don't have to pay attention to grammar, right? Or if your thoughts are all going down in the order that they should, because I just want to know what your thoughts are. What do you think, and why do you think it? And you might find yourself done writing 2 minutes in. Go ahead and dig deep, add more thoughts, think about the readings, go find a quote, whatever you got to do. 4 minutes, we're going to write for that time. Okay? Keep writing. 1 minute, you can do this. Oh, time's up. We don't need another one, thank you. What was I at? All right, now take a moment to procure or go find this in the Google Classroom. This is the thing I want us to read for today. We will discuss it tomorrow. I will ask you, well, if we had to make a thesis, what would the thesis be? I will ask you what information you could use. As you can see, it's not very long, but it is more geared towards our specific question than some of the things that we have been reading. If you finish early, I do want you to go ahead and take a stab at maybe coming up with a working thesis of your own. And try to address the question as much as possible. If you want to highlight, box, whatever, this right here, this is the question of the week. So if you see anything interesting that you would like to maybe use in your essay as well, you can email it to me. I'll take a look at it. All right. Hop to it. Go forth, my children.